there. The propositions and the defense of those propositions is all there. So there's sort of we call apologetic foundation to it. So it's necessary, but again, not the most important. One of Word on Fire's ways of describing the work that it does is acting at the intersection of faith and culture and leading with beauty. So again, there's theological freeze in this. If God exists, then God is the unity of all that is good, all that is true, and all that is beautiful. And these aren't mutually exclusive. You don't have to choose one or the other. So the mission of this apostolate is to, without any kind of denigration of the importance of truth, is to lead with beauty, and with that to reopen the eyes of the culture to the possibility of being happy and living a life that is genuinely enchanted in a non-magical, real sense.
Is it working? Are you seeing results?
I think so. So, I follow Word on Fire very closely in terms of the materials they produce, and I benefit from them and enjoy them a lot. And I think part of the success is the distinctive work of Bishop Robert Barron. I mean, I think that he is to be credited his own intellectual way of putting things, and his winning way of persuading others, I think is very, very powerful and has seen great results. So I'm very grateful to be connected with Word on Fire. And as I say, not only do I sometimes produce content for them, but also I benefit personally from listening to his podcasts, his sermons, etc. So it's been a real benefit for me.
I'm going to be talking to him in a couple of days, along with Jonathan Pageau and John Vervaeke. So I'm very much looking forward to that. An extension of this conversation, I suppose. So is there anything that we didn't talk about that you think is vital that we should talk about?
Well, one thing I wanted to ask you and encourage you really would be if at some point you could carry out the plan that you've talked about before of giving lectures on Exodus. And I realize, given COVID restrictions and things like that, maybe it's impossible right now to rent out a huge place, et cetera. But I wonder if you could even just do it via video, right? That or even to a very small group. I think that your lectures on Genesis were such a huge benefit for literally millions of people. And I think that lecturing on Exodus, which in some ways is an even more gripping story, I mean, it's very dramatic. I think that could be an enormous benefit to many, many people. So anyway, I just was wondering if you were planning on doing that, or if you'd be willing, maybe, given COVID and restrictions, maybe to do it in a different format, slightly different than you did before.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I've had a lot of health trouble, and it's got in the way in a big way. I'm trying to figure out how to do it and to figure out if I can do it. It's not obvious to me what I'm capable of doing and what I can't do. But it's definitely something I would love to do. And I mean, I have the ideas. I develop them in the lectures, obviously, but I would love to do it. So, God willing and all that.
I would just end with a statement, I suppose, and I'm sure you already know this, but there are many, many believers like ourselves who are praying for you and who are so grateful for the work that you are doing. Whatever your personal beliefs are and however you work that out, we're so grateful for your voice on the international stage and the kinds of arguments that you're making and the kinds of appeals to becoming better, both individually and socially as communities. You are a light in the darkness for many people. And again, I'm saying that as a believer from within the Christian community, looking out at someone who's not claiming to be a Christian. But I just want you to know that we are praying for you and that we wish you all the best.
It's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So I really hope that I can do these Exodus lectures. That would be something. So I'm working out a way to do it. I have a group of people maybe that I'm going to talk to Exodus about. I might just record those discussions like this. We'll walk through it with some people who can help comment. So I think I might be able to manage that. We'll see. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. And for the attention that you showed me in the book and all of that, and for the work you're doing with Word on Fire. And hopefully we'll get a chance to talk again. We'll see what people think of this conversation, see what they might want to hear more about or less about. So
thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.